Arc Raiders is taking the world by storm. And you know, this certainly is not the first time a live service multiplayer game has had a meteoric launch, but this may be one of the few cases where the extreme popularity is actually well deserved. We'll break all of that and more down in today's video. Be careful. Yeah. You want to do it?
Yeah, I'll take the right one.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck, I missed.
Hey guys, this is Justin. Hello and welcome to another upload. So, as I mentioned, we're talking Arc Raiders today. This video is not sponsored. Rather, you all in the comments made it very clear yesterday that you wanted Arc Raiders content. Now, this also is not the full lore video, which I promised that will most likely release either tomorrow or the next day. Instead, we're simply going to discuss the game, why it's so phenomenal, and why I am so hyped on it. Also, I'm going to stream some tonight on my Twitch. I'll link to that down below. Anyway, while the lore video is coming tomorrow, I thought it would still be helpful to give a brief overview of the game for people who have never played it, both from a setting standpoint and mechanics. Arc Raiders is what's known as an extraction shooter, not unlike, say, the new Marathon game, which I think this will just vastly eclipse. What that means is that you go into matches with equipment of your choice, and if you die, with some exceptions, it's gone forever. In a match, you explore a world, complete objectives, loot, that's the big thing, loot, and also face off against other players. Because yes, alongside these terrifying machines which populate the map, you have other people. We'll get back to that in a minute. Very generally, the story of Arc Raiders sees humanity relegated to underground cities where they travel to the surface only to scavenge for supplies and face off against Arcs. Arc is the general term for these machines you see throughout the gameplay. There are a variety of forms, from small drones to walkers to more, and honestly, they are completely terrifying. Now, with that basic setup, what is this game doing so well which has attracted just all this attention? Honestly, Arc Raiders, despite the many pitfalls new games face, is actually a really solidly put together package. Performance-wise, it's great, but what really impresses is the presentation of the game. So there are a variety of different maps, and what's cool is that the maps have different states. So sometimes it will be rainy or sunny, there will be firestorms, it will be nighttime. There are also special conditions like extra big arcs on the stage, or as an alternative, the arcs are short-circuiting, so there's more loot, but players generally tend to be more aggressive. Anyway, while the visual presentation is varied and it's great, I'm playing on PC at least, I can't speak for people on consoles, where this game really shines is in sound design.
Of course, I fell.
But watch out, there's a leaper that way. It's really bad. It's already, you know, a somewhat tense, scary situation. You can imagine you've found a piece of loot, whether that's a weapon or a component you've been searching for a long time. The only way you can survive is by getting to an extraction point, which itself makes a lot of noise and tends to attract both arcs and players. We'll talk about the genius of the extraction point later, I think. You die, it's all gone. That itself is scary. Plus, you've probably got a kit you like. Add to that the fact that the machines really can overwhelm, especially a single player, very easily. I can comfortably take on 1 or 2 drones, but the machines tend to notice when things are happening. More powerful variants will attack you, and reinforcements can be called from the sky. So often direct confrontation will be death. Then in the background, you hear terrifying machine noises, the firing of high-powered weapons, the crunch of these walkers, stranger sounds as well. I didn't get any footage of this, but if you've played the game, you probably know just how creepy the Arc Probe is, for example. And man, I only recorded 3 sessions for this video, and each one just had some really different cinematic moments. The last one in particular, with the rain and the really heightened arc activity, felt like an apocalyptic event. The actual mechanics are super solid as well. A lot of the fighting you'll be doing against arcs is against these little drones, and and they've got a really dynamic flight model, especially when shot. You can take the rotors out, and sometimes a lucky shot, depending on what the drone is doing, will take it out. Other times, drones will collide with each other, they'll run into the ground, or they'll take 5 high-powered shots and keep on spinning. It's really fun, and it also rewards higher skilled players, because if you're just firing rifle shots into the body of the drone, you're going to be at it for a while, whereas, again, 1 or 2 rotor shots can take it out, especially the back ones, which seem to be less armored. But while all that's great, and it really is, why Arc Raiders, I think, is really shining is because how the game has prioritized player-to-player interactions. And you'll note I didn't say player versus player, because in no way does the game force combat upon you. In fact, in the 3 games I recorded for this video, in each one, I partnered up with another player through the use of the game's great proximity voice chat feature. Now, that's not to say that teaming up is the only way to play the game or even the funnest. Sometimes I'll go in with a free or a cheap loadout and just try to get kills, and that's a perfectly valid way to play the game. I find the experience also differs whether you're playing alone or on a team. In solo queues, I almost never get into big firefights, whereas team-based play sees a lot more aggression in my experience. But really, the greatest threat is the machines, and the game does a good job of keeping that centered. You're shooting, there's a chance you're going to attract machines, there are lots of things in the environment which you can accidentally do during combat, which will bring machines to your attention, and there are also lots of items which you can use to summon arcs, alert nearby ones, set arc targeting, whatever. I did just want to highlight this first game I played though, because it was really fun. I ran into a dude named Gandalf early on. Yo, friendly.
I'll kill him the arc thing.
Yeah. You can have the stuff. I don't want it.
I've been trying to kill one of those rolling things. A surveyor.
Yeah.
But they run away so fast you can't kill them.
A lot of these houses have them hidden around. Fuck.
Oh, where the fuck? I called it before. Oh, shit.
See if you can get inside a house. Try to get inside a house if you can. I've lost a few that way. The game is good because it gives you great options to tell someone you're not aggressive, you're not going to attack them. Obviously, you can use the proximity voice chat, or if you don't have a mic, there are also emote options, including one that says don't shoot. Now, whether you trust someone, that's pretty clearly up to you, but he seemed like a good guy, and for the next little while, we faced off against some of the drones in the area which had been alerted to our presence. We actually coordinated our rifle shots to take out these dangerous scout drones. If they see you, they can radio in other variants. It can get quite deadly quite fast. Be careful. Yeah. You want to do it?
Yeah, I'll take the right one.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck, I missed. I think we're too slow.
Yeah.
Missed my second shot.
That's all good. He showed me how to get loot from these downed walkers. I wasn't aware of this. I helped him accomplish his mission, watching his back as he fulfilled some of his objectives. Then we moved towards the extraction point.
Yeah,
the extraction
really
point in
useful,
this game
especially
is
when you're
genius.
fighting.
The methods differ slightly on the different maps, but generally
I didn't know the
you gotta
dodge
call
existed
some
until
form of
yesterday, like the
elevator,
dodge roll.
which not only takes time, it's got to be like 30 to 45 seconds, but also alerts everyone that the elevator's calling, both through a loud blaring, but also lights. If you're anywhere near an extraction point, you will hear it, and that also tells you there's players there, and you've got a big advantage because you know where they are, they don't know where you are. The sound of the elevators also attracts the drones, which really makes the end of the game a really fun experience. When Gandalf and I were playing, a dude rushed us out of the bushes. We both basically confronted him, and he said, "I just want to get out of here."
How do we know you're friendly?
I don't have any guns out.
All right, come on.
I guess that stands. Wait, so how do you dodge roll? I forgot.
On keyboard, it's Alt.
Oh my god, how did I forget that?
It's
dude?
so
That's
good.
insane. I don't like how slide is left control. control, but just running a ship.
Totally cool. Hop on the elevator with us. It's also really smart that if you want to leave, you've got to put your back to the action to activate the computer. A lot of this was just thought out really well, and I appreciate it. There are lots of fun gadgets that make this even sillier. You can booby trap the computer with a shock grenade. Anyway, I feel like I could talk about this game for a long time, but it is truly a joy to play. The extraction shooter model is obviously already addicting. I think they've nailed the level of, yes, competitiveness and even hardcore experience for players who want it, while also making it a little more casual, partially through the environmental decisions, the third-person view, the higher health pools than something like Tarkov, but also the shorter games. All in all, great game. I'm going to be streaming some tonight over at twitchtv.eckhartsladder, and we're going to have a lore video up either tomorrow or the next day. Anyway, that's all I've got. See you guys next time.